Hey guys, it's Stephen here, back with another episode of 5 Things That We Learned from Manchester City's 5-0 victory over West Brom last night at the Hawthorns. It was incredibly satisfying. I could just talk about all the 5 goals because they were that high quality, but instead I'm going to talk about loads of things that you want to see talked about today, I guarantee you. But before I do that, I want to say thank you to OneFootball. OneFootball is as good as Manchester City's display last night. If you want to get all the stats and all the information and all the insight from Manchester City's 5-0 victory last night, and from across the world of football in general, what are you waiting for? There's a reason over 10 million people have downloaded this app for absolutely £0, $0, €0, whatever. You can download it right now in the link in the description for free, and it's absolutely brilliant. And it helps support a Blue, helps support my channel. So if you want to help out a little bit, make sure to click the link in the description below. As you can see on the screen, it's got everything that you need to be in the know about football as you're going about your business. So click the link in the description right now, give it a download, go on and let me know in the comments once you've downloaded it. It's massively appreciated. Thank you very much to OneFootball as ever. And I also want to say thank you to my latest patron. I'm really scared I'm going to butcher your surname, mate, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Matt Ogamail. Hopefully I pronounced that right, Matt. I've got an Irish surname as well, McInerney, but that's another step for me, unfortunately. But big love to Matt, who's become my latest patron. Thank you so much, Matt, for the support on the channel. Thank you to everyone else who supported as well on patreon.com/Esteemed Kompany, or who has become a member at youtube.com/Esteemed Kompany/join. It really does help. This is my full-time job, so you guys supporting the channel, big love to all of you. And don't forget, if you can't throw a few pennies my way, I don't mind at all, of course. Just like these videos. It always really helps. Get in the comments and make sure to hit the subscribe button as well. It massively helps with getting close to 50k. But anyway, Matt, you're a hero. Thank you so much for the support. Patreon.com/Esteemed Kompany. Let's get on to today's video, talking about 5 things that we learned. I've got to start with Ilkay Gundogan today. Silky Ilky, as Nicola would say. Ilkay's got a bit of pizzazz to his game at the moment. He's absolutely fantastic. And I feel like we're seeing a Gundogan that looks more alert than ever. Now, I'm not going to underplay Gundogan's significance and importance over the past few years for Manchester City. I think all of us have felt occasionally a little bit frustrated by him, but we can all admit that he's been very influential at times for Manchester City. And for £20 million signing, by the way, back then, he's been an absolutely brilliant signing. Even as a squad player for a while, he's still managed to play 30, 40, 50 games a season as a backup player sometimes, not always a guaranteed starter, and been brilliant, genuinely brilliant. From his most influential run back in maybe the 18-19 season when Fernandinho was out for the home stretch and he played a big part in that 14-game winning streak, starting at the number 6 role. From that role, I think right now he's actually in the best form of his Manchester City career. He's influencing the game in a way, a positive way, in terms of goals and assists that I've never really seen before from Gundogan. I mean, look at the stats. The last 3 seasons, he scored 2 goals, 6 goals, and 4 goals in the league total. He's already got 7 goals in 14 league games this year, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, he looks absolutely wide awake. He's such a good footballer, and he's scoring goals of such a high quality that you would believe he was Sergio Aguero. I tell you what, if you looked at the goals he scored and he literally just body swapped Aguero's head onto him, no one would argue him. His second goal in particular last night, when he took it down in the half term, span away from the defender and passed it into the bottom corner. That was a fly in my face then. Passed it into the bottom corner. No one would have questioned that was Aguero. It reminded me of an Aguero goal against Chelsea when he passed it in. I think it was when the South Stand had just opened. And his first goal as well, a long distance one. You think of goals recently where he's curled it in from far away. Gundogan at the moment is just so alert and so alive, and that's what confidence will do for you. All of a sudden, he's gone from a man who was behind De Bruyne, behind David Silva, behind Fernandinho in any of his favourite roles. Right now, he's a first-choice starter, and he looks so alive. He looks just so alert and so confident. He looks fitter and healthier. I'm not even sure if he is fitter, but sometimes when you're confident, you look faster because you're more sharp and all that kind of stuff. And right now, Gundogan is, in my opinion, and I stand by this, in my opinion, he's the best midfielder in the league right now. Right now in terms of form. Actually untouchable right now. Obviously there's Fernandes and these Pogbas. I've got to mention them, of course. Obviously he's Kevin De Bruyne as well, but he's in better form than anyone right now. He's absolutely brilliant. What a player. Next up, another absolutely brilliant player. Cancelo culture, man. I mean, I think we're all cansexuals right now. We all definitely are. I mean, I'm going to bring up his touch map on screen right now. 1 second, where is it? Let me get it for myself. Joao, man, stop it. Stop it, Joao. That's absolutely insane. Now, of course, that is because he's been playing at left back as well. So obviously there's a balance across there. But you just look at that. Look at that aptitude. Look at that spatial awareness. Look at that ability to drift into midfield. Look how he's more touches in the attacking third as well. So it's left to right. So there's more touches in like further forward than there is back. He's become this like absolutely brilliant quasi right back, quasi midfielder, stroke attacking midfielder, stroke false nine, stroke right winger, stroke left winger, stroke left back, stroke left central midfielder, stroke DM player. It's just ridiculous. Right now, he's honestly fantastic. Beats left foot, right foot, goals, assists. And last night, once again, another excellent performance. Truly excellent. An assist, once again. And a goal, it was a weird goal, of course, given the circumstances around it. It was a shame that he was robbed of a chance to run off and celebrate that goal. But it was a beautiful thing. It was one of those goals where, because I feel like everyone wasn't sure if the game had stopped, I'm not sure if he put it in nonchalantly because he was like, fuck it, I'll just throw my boot at it and see what happens. But either way, he ended up in the top corner. And if he continues and carries on adding goals and assists to his game, you've got basically the best fullback in the league. You've got potentially one of the best fullbacks in world football right now. Is he the best fullback in the league right now? Alexander-Arnold and Robinson aren't in form. And there's no one else that, in my opinion, is doing what he can do right now. In the Premier League. I don't think there is, actually. So yes, I would say, actually, right now, he's the best fullback in the league, personally. He's absolutely brilliant. Last night, the most chances created with 4, the most passes completed with 103, and the most dribbles completed with 5. Add that to a goal and assist as well. Just special. A special player. He's really taken on this Guardiola mantra of total football. I mean, he was more of a traditional fullback. He got round the outside and put a cross in, and now we're seeing a guy who can play anywhere. A total footballer, a special footballer. I want to be really positive about Mahrez next. I mean, I thought he was really good last night. I've been critical of Mahrez in the past, and I think always fairly, if I'm being honest. I don't think I'm an unfair person in the slightest. I thought against Cheltenham he was abysmal. I genuinely thought he was really poor that day, and I got very frustrated by him shirking challenges and jogging around everywhere. But last night, he was good. He was really good. I mean, I really like him when he's kind of like, he's playing more as a rotating, part of a rotating front four, if that makes sense, as opposed to just being a winger. Today, he was a little bit more involved today. I said last night, he was a bit more involved. Often alongside Rodri at some point. He's just kind of popping up and playing around. And he was a big part of this win. I really loved his movement as well in that first half. He's been like, he seems to be better when the attack seems to be more fluid. And fair play to him. Obviously, once again, got a lovely goal. A very Mahrez goal, cutting in and firing to the far corner. But I loved his cross as well, his first time cross across to Raheem Sterling. Also as well, his touch on that first goal, and his goal as well, was just absolutely sublime. He needs more of this. He needs absolutely more of this. And he's usually pretty good as well against some of the teams that are struggling. So hopefully, when he plays against Sheffield United, and I'm sure he will do, he'll get another goal or another assist. Because Mahrez is in this form, absolutely fantastic. That's what you want to see from Riyad. Frustrating sometimes. But he's only frustrating because we know he can be brilliant. So fair play to Mahrez. Absolutely class last night. Rodri, I need to talk about Rodri. Can we give him some respect now? Like, can we start appreciating that actually he's a pretty good footballer and he's not as bad as we all think he is? I mean, I'm a little bit guilty of this as well, so I'm going to kind of castigate myself. Steven, you're a fucking idiot. No worries. Apparently I've developed schizophrenia now. But can we give Rodri a little bit of respect? Because I thought last night he was absolutely fantastic against a poor team. But once again, he's part of the team that makes these teams poor. We can't turn around and go, yeah, but they're shit. But one of the reasons that they are shit is because they're comparing to players that are much better than them. And Rodri is one of those players. This is a text edit here thing, so apologies for looking crap. But this is a bit of top 10 most possessions won in midfield. And look at those stats. Rodri at the top with 103 and Basuma 85. He's out clear, to be honest. Look at the difference between 2 and 10. It's very small. Then Rodri is miles ahead of them. Rodri is winning more possession than anyone else in the Premier League by some way at the moment. And you've got to bear in mind as well, that's in midfield and final third, by the way. You've got to bear in mind that we're often in possession, so Rodri gets less of a chance as well to win the ball compared to most people. Rodri is very, very useful in this team. Last night as well, he nearly scored a worldie from absolutely miles out. One of these days, he's going to score another one. He's absolutely good. Genuinely, really, really good last night. And of course, he was crucial for the Sterling goal with a pinpoint pass over the top to Mahrez. Genuinely, Fernandinho-esque floating pass, which obviously Mahrez cut back to Sterling for Sterling's goal. And Rodri, we need to appreciate appreciate that he's very, very good footballer. He may not be Fernandinho, but he obviously is adapting to this side, and he's probably going to stroll his way or plod his way to a couple of trophies in the Manchester City side and be an important role. Maybe Guardiola knows a thing or two more about football than us. Maybe as simple as that. Maybe Rodri is a pretty good player. And finally, we need to talk about confidence. God, confidence is absolutely everything. The confidence and momentum in this team, it changes everything. As soon as you get a win or two, and Guardiola did talk about the Southampton game before this, how that was a pivotal moment for Manchester City. But as soon as you get a win or two, everything seems to change, you know. All of a sudden, the players believe that they can beat anyone. All of a sudden, the players go from being poor finishers. A month ago, we were castigating Gundogan for missing a sitter against West Brom. And all of a sudden, he's popping up and scoring 2 high-quality goals, genuinely high-quality goals. And what's changed? Nothing's changed, but everything has changed at the same time. It's just what's in between those two areas. That's it. It's just confidence. Confidence makes players do things that they wouldn't usually do. They make players try things that they wouldn't usually do. So these weren't bad players a month or two ago. They were just players out of a bit of form. But Guardiola was right to say, and I'm pretty certain he said, what are you planning to do about scoring? Guardiola said, we're going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying, because he knew deep down these players were too good to not get it right eventually. And fair play to him. So many didn't see it, and I probably was a little bit clinical about his wasting chances as well. I definitely was. But he knew deep down that if the players kept going, these are too good naturally as footballers to get it wrong forever. So that's what he believed in, and it came right. Confidence at the moment is driving Manchester City to great success, and hopefully it keeps on going, and hopefully we take... let's look at the fixtures now as well, by the way. We've got a very favourable run of fixtures right now, and all these games are very winnable. We've got Sheffield United at home, we should be winning that. Burnley away, we should be winning that. And then after that, we've got Liverpool. Maybe we'll win that. But if we win Sheffield United and win Burnley as well, beat Burnley and beat Sheffield United, and all of a sudden the table looks very, very good. By the way, I'm going to put it on screen right now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We are 7 points clear of Liverpool. 7 points clear and currently top of the league. That top 4, by the way, is mad. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Absolutely wonderful stuff, especially given the fact that we had a poor start to the season. Life's very good. Guys, they are 5 things that I personally took from it. Go watch my match reaction video from last night if you want to. And don't forget as well, for Patreon, second tier and YouTube members, there'll be a player ratings video available for you now. So go look at my Twitter and you'll be able to find that on there. And for everyone else, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Get me to 50k if you don't mind. It'd be really, really, really appreciated. Hit the subscribe button. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments how you're feeling today about this game and the things I talked about. Give it a like. Go and download OneFootball as well. It massively helps my channel. Please download OneFootball. For now though, you're all absolutely awesome. Love you all loads. In a bit.